realistic.
Yeah, I mean, there's seasons, but that could be worked on a lot,
Yeah.
you know. But it was a huge step. And seeing that just shows me that they have so much potential, but a lot of times they put that potential away.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and they just don't seem to care much about most of the potential. And I get they're from Europe, so you know they're gonna focus more on Europe. But
But
like
they're not
they
even.
recently,
They've not even made good European farming.
I
Like the physics and stuff, that kind of stuff. That's the worst.
the equipment wise for agriculture for Europeans, agriculture equipment has been okay. Mediocre. Could be way better. That I do that too. I just like to switch it up from American to like European style farming.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty accurate with the European stuff.
I'm gonna adjust my mic a little bit.
I took some classes or like a kind of like a seminar with people from Europe. Other European farmers that came to the States, and I took part in seminars, and they showed me how they did over here. And it was a whole day thing, so I learned a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and they're way more advanced than we are technology-wise. It's insane. Soils, and they do things different because it's different climates and weather-wise. So their technology could very well be better.
Yeah.
Just their techniques, I guess, how they do things in practice.
Let me get to the end where I gotta adjust your volume. You're kind of low. Or the combine is just loud.
I think it's both.
Howdy folks, we are back again. And I need to adjust Discord. Alright, you should be better now. 60. Hey, look at you.
My FPS is being very low. I don't know if it's trying to load the map.
What's going on?
It is.
Why can I not stop?
I don't know. I'm having an issue too. It's like, why does it just take off automatically? It's like a mod or something. Some sort of.
That is very unusual.
These are very interesting masses. I've never actually been in one of these.
Let's try that again, eh? I'm having an issue with GPS. Hey Case, welcome back. Coming back about an hour or two. Let's try that again. Turn GPS off and then turn it back.
Now this is the trailer with the pump that we need to turn on. Oh, it's empty. Okay.
I think we're all fixed.
Oh, I'm not even. I should be. Are there different farmers on here?
There's 2 farms, yeah, but they have, what do you call it?
Can't use harvesting.
Contract for both.
Oh, it's a contractor type thing.
Yeah, this is a contract. You can, yeah. I don't want to have a ton of people in voice because it's going to get very busy. If someone else comes on to join us. But yeah, you can join for a little bit. Hey, Nitro.
I'm assuming you have the enhanced harvester mod or whatever.
Yes.
I've never actually used it nor have I ever looked at it, but this is my first time looking at it.
It doesn't really do very much.
Besides add the realistics of thrashing.
Yeah, you gotta turn on both and it adds some more stuff to the screen, but it's not really... It's still FS, is what I guess the point is.
Right, yeah.
The Combine still feels like a go-kart.
What's up?
Hey.
How long have you been harvesting that field?
I just jumped on. We did some last week. We went around the edge. We got the headland, and then I think someone else was on earlier.
Cool.
Feel free to join us.
Let's see what else I have to download.
Yeah.
Girl Scout cookies out.
Cookies.
$5 a box. Can you believe that? That's insane for a box of cookies. I remember when it used to be like $2 to $3. Come on, you stupid tin. Jesus. There we go. Smells good.
I think Glenn's gonna hop on later. Ah, dang. Yeah, it's a little bit laggy. Hey, Cyber. A little bit laggy. And a few too many mods. I got a little too happy, I think.
You got a lot of mods, holy crow.
Yeah.
I just download those one. Oh, again.
But this fleet is about done. There's like one or two other things I want to add, so I don't know. Depending if we stay interested in this, we should not have to add much, even if we swap maps. I'll let you finish your row and then I'll keep going. Then I'll spin around and start going the right way.
No, just go keep going your direction, because I'll just turn around and meet you on that other end.
Yeah. And I like to keep the augers to the outside. So we don't have to run the crop over.
Okay. Guess we're still on number one.
I am, yes. Which is very nice. But yeah, it's not a huge amount of revenue, but it's some.
Yeah.
I don't really have time to stream between both, so I've been playing a lot of stuff on Twitch, but I need to make sure I stream here too. kind of hard to find time for both. But Nitro, that's a very good example, though, going back to your earlier comment of the difference between this and other games, because you can play with us on 5M, and you really don't have any issues, but you come here and just the performance, this game is so unoptimized.
Oh, alright, if you look at it, GTA is just as old as, well, it's probably one of the older games, to be honest. And it's had more improvements than probably any game out there.
And it still looks about as good as any game out there.
Impressively, yes.
Yeah.
And Farm Sims only, they're still rookies. They're still looking for people to work for them, you know.
Yeah.
Editors and all that stuff.
And they're just disconnected with everything. I mean, if you look at the comments on that last post, like almost every one of them is negative. Fix the game. Why do we have this? Can you fix this? We don't want that. And not one response. No one's even looking at it. They just ignore us. So, you know. Yeah. No, we got a lot of mods. More than I wanted originally, but I wanted to have an older fleet, and unfortunately there's really no older equipment in the game. Which doesn't make any sense, because again, disconnection from real life farming. Farmers don't use 100% new equipment, but you never know that if you didn't actually set foot on the farm or even use Google, which they don't seem to be able to do either.
I was watching DJ Goham's Farm Sim show this morning.
Yeah.
He didn't finish it, but they were interviewing 82 Studios, and he made the point that when the game was created, Giants basically did a half-assed job because they wanted it to be like an arcade game. So they just, oh, I want to do some farming, have some fun, have fun doing farming. We're not going to optimize the game. It's basically what he said.
Yeah.
So.
And yet we're still at that point, and we're 10 years into this experience.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, and it's one of the first games that actually offer this much options.
Yeah, it does.
In terms of mods, it's the best game out there. There's no other game that has this many mods. That covers this range of stuff and is this easy to do. Like, they got that part right. But it's the other stuff that... It's not that they need to do that much. They just need to do something. You know, I don't expect the game to have... it's not going to be like a tractor simulator as a train. But a tractor should not fly across the night.
Oh, there's no collisions on me. I thought you were... I was in first person. I didn't see where you are.
Exactly, you gotta run shaders, there's a lot of stuff you have to do to make the game. I'm gonna stop about right here. I'm 98, I don't know why it does that. When I'm in GPS mode, there are no brakes. I don't like that. I don't know if it's a setting I have.
Well, it could be just because you have all these mods that interfere with the vehicle itself. That's why I don't really run a lot of vehicle mods. Script mods, I should say.
Yeah. So it's just... I think if they actually listen to their customers, a lot of the issues we have would go away.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're planning on that. I think they're planning on making more stuff. More DLCs, more random, add-ons and stuff that no one asked for.
Well, see how I see it with the DLCs. I see that they need money. That's how I kind of see it a little bit. Like they need money for some sort of project that requires some sort of, you know, high person with money that needs, you know, it costs a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're probably going to have some big announcement in the future. Probably the next game that they're going to have with such big improvements, and there'll also be improvements for this game too.
Yeah.
But like, it's unlimited. It's, you know, you don't know what's what.
Yeah.
So, but like the DLCs, yeah, they're kind of ridiculous. Some of them make sense, some of them don't. But
the DLCs don't bother me as much as the last version. If they release like a solid patch, fix something major, or a few patches, but it shouldn't be. If they started patching the game, hey, have it, you know, making some changes, I'd be like, okay, who cares? You know, SCS, in my opinion, there's things that they do that frustrate me. But SCS has patched 1.40 beta more than probably the last 2 FS games.
Yeah. But that's different.
Like they're constantly patching stuff, fixing stuff, reworking stuff. You know, and Giants is kind of like, it's good enough. So, I don't know.
I can hear him just fine there, Nitro, but okay. Nitro says he can barely hear you.
Yeah. I need to, let me check it. Wintech, I don't know if you're in voice, but if you can run the part, that would be very helpful. Ditch! Yay! People! Hello! Hey!
I was just saying, you know you're traveling through the field with the header down, right?
Okay, yeah, let me... I can hear myself okay.
Don't worry, I've done that same mistake too with Combine. Usually I say a few different words, but you know, that's me.
I'll turn it down a little bit. 1 second. Okay, let me adjust that.
There's a glitch with the headers, with some sort of, like you put it down, but it's like already down. It's like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or it doesn't pick up the crop. Yeah, I've had that issue too.
It's just a mod descriptor interference, I think. I never had issues with the machine itself.
Okay, guys, is it better now? I am on a new streaming program, so I need to adjust my settings a bit more. For some reason I can only go 3 miles an hour.
Is your...
There we are. Alright, is it better now, guys? I think I heard a little bit about that. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting...
First I've heard of that.
The storms in the Midwest. It's going to be an interesting spring. All that crazy weather they had with winter, I think it's the start of more.
This spring?
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of tornadoes.
There's already been a couple of tornadoes in Minnesota. North and south.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys have issues with my audio, just tell me.
Texas over there, yeah.
Oh wow. Neil. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, buddy? Alright, so how many people do we have? We have 4, okay. Ditch. We don't have another combine right now, so you might want to drive the truck once we need it.
Can you hear me okay?
You're still a little bit low, but let me look at. No, you're all the way up. Okay. You might have to turn your mic up a little bit. Hey, Neil. Good to see you, man.
Neil's watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I know. We've been playing 5M on Saturday, so I don't know if that looks better for you or not, but we shifted it, and I think we've gotten more people on because of it. It's a bit laggy, yes. I'm at 11 frames right now.
Oh, look at my computer.
Oh, no problem. Bless you. Bless you. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not you. It's a combination of my specs, the game being very unoptimized, and this map. I added some stuff that made it probably even laggier than it was, so my apologies. But the game is, again, not very optimized, and I'm running shaders, and the shaders are not helping either. They really do. Because I was just playing ATS, and it was probably at least 40 frames, and then I come over here and I'm down to like, I'm at 12 now. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, man. That always comes first. But it is good to hear from you, though. I'm wondering what happened to you. But you'll have time again. They need to hire some more people so that they don't have to work you guys so hard. If we can finish this field before we get off tonight, I'll be happy.
I think you guys can. 2 combines and a wagon? Yeah. Put your mind to it.
Are you coming in?
I'd love to, but it's going to take 6 hours to download all the mods in one package.
Yeah. How many gigabytes did you get up to? I was trying to control the list, but I think I got out.
3.24 gigabytes.
It's not bad. So like 80,
no, it's not.
85 miles or something like that?
Some of them already have, like Ford and the map.
Yeah.
I think I saw that 1500 Chevy in there too. The O2.
I don't know if I added that one.
And I saw a white Chevy parked at the edge of the field there at the tractor trailer.
Oh, no, that's a Dodge.
Oh, Dodge, okay.
Yeah, that's the red. Speaking of, I should have edited that thing. Havoc, I have thought about playing Minecraft, but I refuse to because I'm afraid I'm going to like it. if I do, then that's all I'm going to play. I'm trying to spread my time amongst a growing number of games. I got Bergsbruck that I should be playing probably right now, but I wanted to do some harvesting. Because we're trying to harvest our crops. I want to get this done first. And then I have ATS, ETS, GTA, Flight Sim, which I don't really play much, but I want to play more. BeamNG, which I barely play. I need to play Lumberjack Sim. Yeah, exactly. And I played GTA like 4 times this week, which is pretty rare for me to play a game that many times. But I just been having a good time, and we've had a pretty good crowd every time. So I would be playing it right now if we weren't doing this, probably. That or Morgan Pro. Yeah, understood. It's frustrating when that happens, but like you said, it's in this day and age, I'm in the same boat. I'm just thankful. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way around and come out on the roadside so that I can keep my auger on the outside.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, it's raise my header. I appreciate that. That was a very nice gift. I have not played it near enough. I really enjoy that game. I just have not. My schedule has been so messed up for so long that it's kind of made it difficult to play. I'm trying to make some improvements. I've moved myself back like an hour and a half already. I'm trying to move it back like 30 more minutes. Start coming home at 6 and 7 o'clock instead of 8 and 9. Then I can play something every day. Yeah, these are the new textures by I think Bums Noodle. And they're pretty nice. We need another combine. I don't think we have one. Huh? We might. Let's do that. Let's see here. Ah, dang it. With GPS, it's more than we can afford right now. Yeah, exactly. But we shall see. And Ditch, you're still in voice, right?
Yes, I am.
So if you want to drive the truck, the Grain is going to Northwest Terminal. But I'm sure we're not filling you up very fast because these are very, very slow combines.
Yeah, we got a ways to go until we're trucked yet.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler. Yeah, these are cool masses. They really are. I can borrow some money. I think I will. Do you want to run a combine? Do I have a header for that? I don't think I do. No, I don't. I should add a header for that. Does it have the snouts? No, it doesn't have the snouts. Alright, Ditch, I bought you a combine. But we need the help.
Okay.
Alrighty, yeah. Take care, man. I need to add a header for the 9650.
So I take this combine at the shop then?
Yes. Yeah. They're all the same size, so we should run about the same speed. You might need repairs, I don't know. Yeah, I buy them used, and the used thing it automatically has a damage, so you might repair it if you want to.
Wish they had that mod for race game.
It's a really cool mod. It's one of the better mods that's come out. Because, you know, again, it's just the concept that everything is not new and nice. Like, you might buy an old kind of speed-up machine.
Yeah, no. No. Damn things. They were worse than the cases back in the day.
These masses were?
Yeah, something.
Have you guys seen Mike Mitchell on YouTube?
Yes.
Doesn't he have one of these type of combines on his farm?
Yeah, I like
or something like.
I like his channel. Yeah, we'll do, Neil. Talk to you again soon.
I like the one where he went to McDonald's in his vent.
Yeah, I like his channel a lot. It's really unpolished, but like that's kind of the appeal of it. He's just kind of showing what what he sees.
Yeah, it sucks that his combine's set fire though. That's something you don't want to see on a YouTube channel.
Not a brand new machine, though.
That too.
That was pretty ugly. Let me line up with the next. We lost him. He said he was having internet issues. Did you crash? Yeah, FS is an interesting game. It's the only game I can play without actually playing. Like, I can just look at my phone and be playing. Looks like Cheyenne, Wyoming got buried with a blizzard. That's one thing that SDS is not going to be able to account for in their DOC. Wyoming has some of the worst weather in the U.S. and it's going to be always sunny and nice. Thanks, Wintech. He's back. Did it crash? What happened? Oh, okay, yeah.
My latency goes way up. I can't hardly move.
Interesting.
Son of
Is it better now?
My internet's been like
Oh, okay.
a little bit, not much.
I'm getting pretty bad frames right now myself, so it might not be you.
Well, my frame rate's good. Just my latency's real bad.
Oh, yeah. I'm at 80. I'm close to 90 right now.
Yeah, see, I'm running 400.
Oh. Well done. That's what, yeah.
Yeah. As I said, that's an issue.
Yes. Definitely.
My frame rate's like running 60-70.
Oh wow, that's way better than mine. Local dog is trying to say hello.
Ah, my FPS is killing me.
And now I'm over 100. Oh, it's fluctuating.
I've been at 16 FPS this whole entire time.
16?
16.
Yeah, I'm at 11.
Usually bounces from 10 to 16, but it's staying at 16.
My new crop textures are not helping at all.
No. No. It was kind of a bad idea.
What happened?
FPS. Hell.
Yeah.
What would be causing that? Crop shade.
Shaders are not helping and the crop textures.
No.
And other stuff.
Slavlo LS modding. There's an error for Lua error for that. Crap ton.
Error?
I got error for a Lua error for player camera, I guess.
Really?
Uh-huh. And then I got warnings and errors for the shaders. Crop shader.
Can you take a screenshot and send it to me? Because if you have a call stack, that could be the issue.
Oh, my FPS is at 22. 23.
Mine out here in the field, I'm running 60.
Huh.
But I just can't get my latency. So
Could
my
be this
internet
combine.
This combine is over 1 million polys.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
This damn thing!
Yes, yes. I'm not joking.
What?
It's like 1.4 million, I think, or something.
I didn't know that was even
This
possible.
tiny thing has one... No, I don't believe that.
Yeah?
No way. This tiny little combine has that many.
Yes. All the trucks are full, including the grain truck? Wow. There's a grain truck down in the, what do you call it? That parking lot.
I was eating their cookie.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
God, I don't believe it, dude.
Yeah, it's huge.
Personally, I would never use it.
We will probably upgrade at some point. They're nice. I like to have something different, but yeah. Once we earn a little money, we'll upgrade. Get some of Sid's deers.
It's like you have a million polys for a model that doesn't. He's not as high quality as the others. I don't even have that.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, being serious here, like, it's not as good of a model as other combines out there that are about the same size.
Yeah.
He's got a million polys, my god. Is most of it for like the tires or like what is it?
No, probably the body. There's a lot of detail on the inside and stuff.
Not really.
Like the engine, around the engine area. There's some meshes.
I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I'm not going to be mean or anything, but like, honest to God, $1 million polys for this? Holy cow! Like, you could have 2 or 3 combines add up to $1 million polys, but this one just, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Holy cow! I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna shut up now. I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, they're a little bit high poly.
A little bit, you say,
Just a little bit. But yeah, Ditch, if you want to run the third combine, if you can, with the lag issues. Or not lag issues, latency. Oh, feel free.
That's what I'm trying, but I try to move it and it just stands still, and all at once it jumps into the next count.
Oh no.
He's not alone either. My God, I don't know, like, why would there be $1 million polys for this? I don't get it. Is there, like, hidden things that I'm not seeing?
I think there, I don't know. I looked at it.
Like, what would cause such a... I don't believe it's the interior, because the interior...
No, not the interior. Like, there's stuff around, like, these meshes. The meshes are modeled, the fan is modeled, the engine is, there's some stuff under. Probably a lot of stuff we can't even see or we won't notice that much. But yeah. Yep. And I think one of you I'm seeing twice. There's someone outside a combine that's walking in the field. In place.
I don't see him anywhere.
It might be you. But yeah, no, as we improve our fleet, we'll get some. Really, I don't want to run the custom harvesting company with this old of equipment.
No, it's not really ideal for a company that's trying to make money.
No, we'll upgrade.
Like, these aren't productive whatsoever.
We're just starting out, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out again here and reboot my internet again. So
Okay.
It helps.
Make sure we don't bump heads. Literally.
Wow, we don't have collision on these things, do we?
Oh, that's right.
I found that out a long time ago.
Okay, thank you. I see it now. Particle system emitter mesh must be right. Okay, that's not. That player cam is really tossing a lot of errors. I might get rid of it after we finish. And it shouldn't be. That call stack, I'm sure, is having an effect on our game stats.
And that's coming off the player camera thing. So
Yeah. I'll remove it once we're done. I like having it because I use it for my screens, but it's not worth.
it's not really ideal.
Not worth that much of an issue. Right now, the scenery is not really changing, so there's not much to take a screen of. If you want to keep cutting Wintech, if you want to take my combine, and then I'm going to go make a truck run.
I should probably unload the combine before I start it, because I'm going to start a new pass right in the middle of the next group.
Oh, yeah.
Next patch, I guess you can call it. Just for the grain cart, to be honest, that's all it's going to benefit. That's not a bad looking straight truck.
It isn't. No, Glenn did a good job on it.
Is it like two separate parts, or is it one whole thing?
It's an AR frame. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I like it when it's just the whole truck instead of an AR frame.
Yeah. Those are hard to find, amazingly. And the AR frame allows us to put different stuff on it. So. Is the grain truck full?
There's three grain trucks.
The straight
Which
truck.
one? No.
Okay. I'll take the Super B first. Alright. That's what the show on the road. unfortunately, there's not really a turnaround. I need to make this a 16x map at some point. Because then we could have this road continue. And go out to another small town or something. Which I would never finish because I like to start stuff and not finish it. Oh. Well, in real life I would have rolled over, but this is not real life. Still having issues with my dead zone. Oh, this is frustrating. I still have like a 14% dead zone. I mean, I almost feel like I'm in a real truck. If I want to go straight, I gotta spin the wheel like 10 degrees. I don't know why this is like this. Because when I looked at my dead zone, the dead zone was 0. But when I'm playing the game, like I gotta literally spin the wheel to go in a straight line.
Oh my god. I'm really hating some of this stuff.
What happened now?
Every time like someone joins in or something,
yeah.
resets stupid header.
I don't know why I've done that. Hey,
It's just script. It's all the scripts you got, all the script mods you got in here. They all work together and it just interferes with each other.
Yeah, I need to take them out. Hey, MacGyver.
They're not bad scripts, but just having so many of them at once.
It's the header height adjustment, which we need for some mods because, like some of Sid's combines, the headers bury in the ground. But yeah, I know what you mean. Some of this stuff should be built into the game, but again. That's me. You joined voice or not? I didn't hear anyone join. Oh, there he is. Yeah, if you want to grab the other semi,
where's she parked?
it's parked right along the field 12, I think it is. Field 14.
I see this one at 14 here.
Yep.
Is that the one?
Want to grab that one? Make sure you join the farm, by the way. And then bring it up to the northwest.
Can East harvesting?
Yes. Northwest. What is it called? Northwest Terminal. Yeah, I'm bringing Super Beer on. And I'm gonna hop out for a second and try to figure out my wheel issue.
Northwest Terminal. Okay.
Yeah. A little bit of a drive.
Oh my god.
Oh, my controls are backwards. What in the hell is this?
Control space. What happened?
My computer's dying. Come on.
What happened?
Oh my god, it's bad. It is bad. Oh. That was a bad one. It went down to like 5 FPS for a solid like minute. I was just like, oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
I wonder what popped up now. Oh god. Nothing did. Okay.
No more errors.
Oh god. I bet if I had a better computer, it still would do the same thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have, it would, it's just the way the game is built.
Yes.
It's not, a lot of things are not allowed to be running on, on the game. Oh my god.
I had a lag spike.
No!
So it might be over. Did you get the, yeah, control space should fix your, backward thing.
Yeah, I had to hit it twice, and then look like we're ready to roll.
11 FPS. I wonder if it's the train that passes by.
Oh.
It could be the train and the traffic. This is a server, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible.
Game is definitely not optimized.
Nope. I mean, honestly, it could be this map. That's not optimized.
The map also is not optimized, yes. Okay, cool, Lucas.
How in the hell do I have to get there by road?
You gotta come all the way past the town, and then...
This is the first time being on the map, so...
There's a, what do you call it? A little road. Like a gravel road that will take you. It's like an L shape.
Okay, I think I,
Past field 9.
cut west. I cut west too soon, I think.
Oh, yeah. Actually, if you make a U-turn there and come out past the Louis Dreyfus, if you get back on the highway and then go all the way out past 17, you should be able to come through the, see that little crease in the field here on field 5? You might have to switch to the big one.
But, yeah, I don't really...
Field 5, there's like a brown line through the green field. That's a road there, too.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you
I'll just head back to the town. It's all good.
yeah. This is my map, and I will take all the flack for all of its flaws, which are many.
No, it looks cool, man. I joined the Discord a while ago, but this is the first time I've got a chance to even get on the to get on the map. I remember I was actually chatting with you on Reddit there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A little bit.
Nice. Well, welcome.
Oh, turned too soon. Turned at the train depot. No, I got a ton of respect for anybody that can do this stuff.
It was a team effort, but yeah, it was a fun project. There's a lot of stuff I would like to add to it, but...
Whoa, what the? The train tracks just bucked me up into the air for a second.
Oh, yeah. That's something I should have fixed a long time ago. Their collisions are way too potent, and they should be. But yeah, I wanted a Canadian map, and really, there's like, at this point, there's like 5 of them total that are decent.
Yeah.
So I just started making one, and I got a lot of help with the scripting side. But the terrain I painted in by hand, and the buildings on the 17 version I had placed all by hand in the trees. On the 19 version, we took out all the farms and just figured people could place their own. Because the new place of the system is helpful for that kind of stuff. And I've never been to this part of Canada. I've never been to Canada at all. I've never been to this part of Canada.
Okay.
So I just kind of made it using what I could find on YouTube. I watched hours and hours and hours of.
Who did you watch?
Sass Dairy was one of the bigger ones.
That Sask Dutch Kid or whatever?
I don't think I watched him. There's a Sass Dairy, it's separate.
Okay.
And then there's a couple others. I don't remember the names of all of them, but
Mike Mitchell's a good one.
yes. Yeah, definitely. I watch him still.
Yeah.
But I was trying to get the feel down, and I think it's cool.
Well, for somebody that's not from this part of the, because I am from not from Saskatchewan, but I'm from Alberta. But actually, I spent 3 years in Winnipeg, in Manitoba.
Yeah. Okay.
Just kind of next to where this would be.
Yeah.
And my company, I actually supply millions and millions of dollars worth of stuff to these companies that make a lot of the agricultural stuff. The companies like Degelman and Borgo and Elmer's and all this stuff.
Okay.
The Versatile plant in Winnipeg is a customer of mine. So it's cool. I'm part of this group, even though I'm not a farmer. I'm kind of part of that Western Canada farming thing. So
yeah.
So for somebody that's never been there, I think you kind of nailed it, man.
Well, that's good. Well, I appreciate it. I think it's an underappreciated place in terms of FS maps. There's just not a lot of options. It's
Yeah.
It's a nice, simple landscape. Not a lot of, But I didn't want it to be a complete pancake either. And so it's kind of some ups and downs and stuff.
It is one of the flattest places in the world, at least if you're on the southern part.
Yeah. And that's I think that's one of the things about FS is that people will say, "Oh, it's a flat map," but flat does not necessarily mean boring. It just means it's not. There's no mountains in the distance or whatever. And there's still interesting stuff. And I didn't necessarily get all those things in there, but you got creeks and sloughs and
Yeah.
There's different things. I think if someone like MRG made a map like this, it would be even better.
I haven't played any of his stuff. I only switched from console to a PC about, 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. No, I haven't really played his stuff, but I've looked at it. The textures, some of the textures from this map are from his. And he does a good job. He really does. So, a lot of his stuff is more like small farming.
Well, from what I've seen, most of his stuff is all 2x, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this is a 4. Oh.
It's funny. I was actually in a chat group. I was showing one of the groups that I chat with a lot. Field 6 on here, just like the dimensions of it and that.
Yeah.
Kind of say, it's like huge. It's whatever 300 acres, whatever it is, right? And
yeah.
Like that's not even a big field for this part of the world, It's like.
What is the average field size?
Well, average field size?
Yeah.
I don't know. The average farm in this part of the world is somewhere in the neighborhood of what the hell was it? 1,300, 1,400 acres or something like that when I was looking at it.
Yeah.
But you look at some of the guys that farm this part of the world, like that. We were chatting about that Mike Mitchell there. He's got one field that's 5,000 acres.
That is just incredible to me.
I wish I had that. I'm stuck here with 100 something.
He farms total. I think he's about 48,000 acres, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
I'm not in ag, but my employer, we used to sell ag equipment, so I got to go to some, fairly, they're not nearly that big, but a couple thousand acres, and just the size of some of those fields.
Oh yeah.
Like I was in a field once, I'll never forget it, because there was a big tractor, like an MT900 running, and the field was so large that you could barely hear it. And it was pretty flat. Like there might have been a little bit of a hill that was hiding the sound, but it was so calm out there. It's like this is addictive.
Oh, there's a trailer there.
Oh yeah.
The random black trailer.
I should
just continue on the story.
So where are you guys playing out of?
Like what part of the world?
Yeah.
I'm from the U.S. West Coast.
Okay.
And I work in like heavy equipment as a marketing guy.
Okay.
So I'm around the iron side, but like I said, the farming side I'm not around as much anymore. I got to go to a farm like a month or two ago. I think he had 4,000 acres.
Oh, okay.
But it's in a part of Oregon that is very, very hilly, except for where he is. Like the hills are in every direction. So the view that guy had is just pretty incredible. There's like 5 peaks that you can see from this property. Maybe more than that, actually. But yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
There's another field entrance at the end. That's where I
What you got?
Hey, Connor. I'm running KMN's shader back. I got it working again. But yeah, I like farming. Farming is I think I like the people as much as I like the equipment. At least the ones I've met. Just some really, really down to earth, really nice people. and hopefully at some point, either hopefully someone will produce either a competitor farming sim or farming sim will up their game a little bit, because I do enjoy playing this game. But I'd like some, some stuff that we just don't have yet.
Yeah, no doubt. Should be out of the way of the combines here.
Yeah, the third one's on the way.
Finally. Holy cow. Been like an hour.
3 million polys in the field.
God. I'm gonna shoot myself sometime. Jesus. That's too much poly, dude. Like,
it is.
To be honest, that's just too much to handle for I'm surprised my computer hasn't caught on fire yet. Like, I'm like scared to even touch it right now.
Mine is worrying for sure.
If it moves something, it'll just pop. But
Just taking a look here. What am I running? Yeah, I'm down to 30 FPS.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah. It's not very good in the. I added some new crop textures, and that kind of messed us up a little bit.
Shit, just left it alone.
They look so good though.
Just because they look good don't mean they work.
Yeah.
And honestly, the exhaust script on these combines could be another reason too.
Yeah.
Because they just came out too, you know. They're not even. God, they're not. Just because they say it's good for the game, it's really. Oh God, no.
Thunder is pretty good.
All these YouTubers out there that are like previewing it and saying it's amazing, it's cool, it's good for the game, it's good for.
Thunder stuff is pretty cool. I would trust his work, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, there's these guys out there that say it's good for your FPS and stuff. I'm like, no, it ain't. It says otherwise. Like, you can't be saying that stuff. You can't just make that up when it physically is not, you know, working. Like,
yeah.
Like on the Bison, the Expendables Bison semi.
Okay.
First one they added that on. God, that script don't work at all.
Really?
Because you have two separate exhaust scripts basically, at 2 different points, versus a single like on these ones. So I bet you if you had that one in here, it probably. I mean, it might vary depending on what you're using, but like what I've been using before, it's just garbage in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just, I hate it. It's annoying too. It's like.
Well, the biggest issue we have is no block loading. So the game is trying to load the whole map at once, and that's problem number one. And problem number two is that the loads that they have, you know, they kind of help out, but again, like the trees and stuff. There's a lot of trees on this map, and I'm sure they're not. Even with the clip distances, I don't know what I've set them at. They're pretty high. But.
Well, it's not like the Yukon Valley map.
Yeah.
God. You can do mining and timber in that.
You know, I really was considering having us play on that map.
They didn't update it. Someone released an update.
I kind of ran out of motivation before I started.
It'd be a good map to do some mining on, because you would have a lot of truckers. You would have a lot of guys, semis.
Oh, this is not good.
Gotta think with the amount of stuff running on that map, though, and the size of it, it's gonna make the average computer cry.
No, not really. You'd be
no?
surprised. No. Like I played on a couple of guys of mine. We did a game one time. Crap ton of mods. Like with just a bunch of semis and trailers. We did like Aussie style type stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'd use those to haul stuff around because that was like the one main way of getting it to the sell point, like all your rock and stuff. Once it comes out of the processing. And we just use a wheel loader, like the really big Ormar loader. We used that and just load the trailers, and then the guys would. Well, we one time had a guy pull 5 trailers down that hill, up in that corner, in the right corner of the map.
Yeah.
It's a really steep hill. He was going down that fully loaded with iron ore. God, that was a mistake.
Oh, man.
He was hauling ass. Next thing you know, right before he had to make that little turn in the bend there, he rolled right over, flying across all the trees. God. He went all the way through them trees. He made it to the other side of almost into the river.
Oh, man.
Like it was a good probably, don't quote me on this, but it was probably a good several hundred feet of just sliding.
Dang. Yeah, I agree, Cowboy. It's one of the biggest issues once you start to go to a larger map, is you start to have just lag from the game trying to load something it never was designed to load.
And I'm sure if you didn't edit to that map, get rid of all the farming and stuff and replace it with other stuff like trees or maybe like a shop yard or something.
I don't know if we'll ever get to it because, like I said, my motivation to play is dwindling, but
yeah.
What I wanted to do, which everyone probably would have gotten tired of, is like kind of like what we're doing here with a kind of start from scratch, but use logging to pay for stuff. So, you know, buy a piece of land or a plot, cut down, you know, all the trees, chip the ones that are tiny and haul the other ones away, and then use that money over time to buy farming equipment. But I think just the logging physics themselves being so bad, we probably would have gotten tired of it.
Well, yeah, and then that's where that mining part comes in.
Yeah.
Like, I think we can probably get back into that mining a little bit, you know. And everybody would be busy, because you get like 2 rock trucks running and get an excavator of some sort running, and there you go. It could feed the plant over and over again constantly. And then you need like 8 guys to run semis and 1 guy to run the loader.
Yeah.
The amount of driving you'd be doing. It's not a bad thing.
Mining in FS, I don't know. I've done it with Rory, I've done it other times, and the physics are so bad, and the way stuff, that's why I'm hoping that Bergsbrook, which actually has improved a lot, like just in 2 weeks. But if he has multiplayer to that, and you know, we get like 5 people with it, we could do some major work, and it would be a lot better than FS is. So that's my hope. But who knows how long that's going to take, and the price right now is so high that it's not gonna sell a lot until either the game gets way better or the price goes way down. So, and both of those probably are long shots. Which is why I've been playing a lot of GTA. Because with GTA, I can just click join and it loads all the mods by itself. There's no syncing, there's no lag from, you know, one player. Now again, Rockstar does put a lot more into their games than Giants does, but still. It's just, it's funny playing both of them, because like, you know, in GTA, if I'm driving a semi, and I press F to get out of the truck, the door opens, and the guy physically gets out of the truck, like in a somewhat realistic manner. Whereas here, I just hit E and I teleport to the outside world. So. And even SnowRunner, like if this game was designed by the SnowRunner people, like we would have gotten stuck probably at least once. Something would have broken. There'd be more to do than just sit in the combine and just kind of finish for the end.
Oh, and there's livestock. I mean,
yeah, there is. There is. Livestock. I've done it enough times that it becomes laborious. Because you got to spend all this time prepping for them, and then it's just constant maintenance. And you know, you can't really see, you can't load them in the trucks, like physically load them. I do enjoy cutting silage, I will say that.
oh, that's where you could do like the BGA and stuff. Like in Germany, they've got that biogas system.
Yeah.
You could literally just do silage all year round.
Yeah.
And then cut grass too and put that in the bunkers. Or bales even.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
You get a little tired after that though.
Yes.
The silage, especially compacting. You get a bunker full of 2 million liters, and you gotta compact all that.
That's where like a server full of boys and tractors help. You get that done real quick with a bunch of tractors.
Just bring on one of FDR's
rock trucks, dozer.
I think there was like a feller buncher or something like that. It had some kind of a ridiculous weight to it. Basically, all he had to do was he just had to enter the bunker, and it was instantly compacted.
Nice.
Because it's all based on the weight system, right?
Oh.
Okay. Farmer Cop did a test on it. It's all based on the vehicle's weight. So this thing was like he had put so much FDR put so much weight into the base of this feller buncher to keep it from falling over that it just compacted the bunker in seconds.
Realism.
But it's funny, you talk about like from a modding perspective and some of the things that you have to do to compensate for physical limitations of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's it, right? I mean, for him to get the physics to be whatever, he had to make this thing weigh 15 million pounds or something stupid like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, it needs some stuff. Okay. So is there an extra combine?
Yeah, somebody hopped off there.
I think Wind left.
Okay. I didn't even see that.
And then I got another combine sitting, so I'm running good.
I'll run this one.
Let me know what y'all want me to do.
If you want to run the cart, or is someone already running the cart? I don't know.
Joel was running the cart, but I could run cart if you guys are both running combine. Yeah.
We'll have 3 combines, and that'll make it go a lot faster. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I do remember that. Yeah, we did 1,000 acres on Medicine Creek. And I think everyone was tired of it, including me. And that was a lot of work. Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. That DLC was almost a joke, especially considering one of the machines is already in the game for free. Like, what exactly are we paying for?
Which DLC was that?
Oh, the Rotten DLC.
Oh, okay. Joel, did you want me to run that cart, or is there another one?
There's another combiner.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, I can run combine.
I think Sirius is about to run into it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm catching up to it.
Oh, there it is. I gotcha.
Yeah, once I load this card up, I'm gonna pop up late.
Are you guys running that combine experience or whatever?
Yes. Which means you
All
have
right,
to hit.
So how do I start my header then?
B is you have to hit B twice. Hit G to switch between parts, and then you got to hit B twice. Once for the machine and once for the header.
Okay. Oh, I play on a controller, so I don't get these menus.
Yeah,
G,
it really doesn't do very much.
and then G. Oh, there you go.
The button on your controller that starts. Let's just say that.
Now I'm down to 9 frames. Wow.
That's crazy. I'm holding about 55.
No.
You must have a much better computer than I have.
Yeah, I'm staying pretty locked at 30.
I have my settings turned way up for screenshots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mine's max and everything.
I'm at very high, but only 1080p, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run 1440.
Oh, yeah. All right, so another question. How in the hell do I steer this thing?
You probably have GPS on.
I left GPS on.
Which, if you want to steer, you got to turn the wheel or the controller or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you hopping off for the night?
Yeah, I got school tomorrow.
Alrighty.
And possibly work tomorrow night, so.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We should be able to finish up this field, hopefully.
Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, see you later.
Later, good playing with you.
Yeah. I might switch to running car myself. thought Glenn was going to join us, but I think he got... Oh, he's still around.
Well, if I can't figure out how to run this combine, I can always cart. Because for whatever reason, it's not letting me steer or do any throttle or...
Okay, so hit...
brake inputs, nothing.
Alt-C. And then hit Alt-C twice. And then hit Control-S. And make sure it says 860 in the second, like the gear with the squiggle. Auto steer. So to brake the auto steering, you just got to turn your wheel or whatever.
Yeah, it's not even doing... Oh, nope, there we go. Alright. But I got no throttle control or anything. Or at least no reverse.
Or you might have to hit the space bar. That's drive control. It gives you like shuttle control. I have a bunch of scripts on here which probably are all conflicting.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, so you gotta...
But do you see the little green icons on the right hand side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the left hand side of...
The right hand side of your screen, you should see like a little satellite and like a steering wheel.
Yeah, none of that's activated for me.
Okay, so Alt X, no, Alt C, excuse me, should light up the satellite, and then Control S should open a little menu for you, and then you should just go to the second tab, which has like a little gear and a squiggle, and select 860 from like group name or whatever, and then Alt X turns on the steering wheel.
Okay.
It's just auto steer basically.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was primarily using console, so I don't, I've started to screw around with like course play and stuff like that, but not really.
Yeah.
And I have all these scripts, but I don't use them.
Yeah, I understand.
I'll just dump in this cart while I'm at this end and...
Trying to see if Glenn can get on. If he does, he can run the cart. I think I'm gonna start running it. Otherwise, you guys are going to be stopping constantly. I want to really get this field done.
So I'm looking around at your scenery. I'm thinking this must be southeast Saskatchewan that you modeled this after.
I would have no clue. There was not a specific place, actually.
Yeah.
It was, it's kind of just an idea. I went off of the highway is being Trans-Canada.
Yeah.
Just some
Well, there's not this many trees along the Trans-Canada.
Okay.
not in Saskatchewan. I mean, in parts of it, you get towards Newfoundland, which is kind of southeast.
Okay.
It'd be like southeast Saskatchewan, southwest Manitoba. Then you would have more of these trees and that. So
Yeah. All the trees on that left side of you are just basically to keep the edge of the map from looking like the abyss that it is.
Yeah.
And then
no, it looks good. I like it.
the other trees are just kind of to keep it interesting. I guess we could move the trucks into the fields. That could help a little bit.
Yeah, we could park them in the center.
Yeah, exactly.
Halfway down.
Yeah, I can do that. How much is this contract going to give us? $65,000. That's not bad. I think after this contract and maybe one more, we'll buy some new combines. Newer.
Yeah, these guys are a little early for GPS, aren't they?
A little bit. I don't even know what you would plug into. You probably have to run one of those. I'm sure you've seen them in real life. I've seen pictures of it's like an add-on you put on the steering wheel or whatever. Really weird little thing.
Trimbles?
Well,
The Trimbles, yeah.
The Trimble, yeah, you stick it on the steering
yeah,
column.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't. I mean, most of the guys I work with it's primarily brand new gear, right?
Okay.
Like the Case New Holland plant in Saskatoon. That's all, all brand new planters that are all smart, friggin' GPS activated, everything, right? So not so much old iron for me.
So what do you do, if you don't mind telling me?
I'm the regional manager for a company that sells welding supplies.
Interesting.
So a lot of the welding supplies, gases, stuff like that you'd use for actually manufacturing these in the plants. So
yeah, that's cool.
So the company I'm with is I guess now we're the second largest in the world.
Oh wow.
So So we supply a lot of the big factories, a lot of the case plants. Well, New Holland around the world, right? And like I say, the stuff that I'm familiar with, the Case New Holland plant in Saskatoon is a big client of mine. Like Elmer's, the grain carts.
Yeah. They're a default brand, actually.
What's that?
They're a default brand, Elmer's.
Yeah. So I know the owner.
Wow, that's awesome.
And the plant manager. I golf with him once every year and a half or so.
That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of manufacturing there. I like Canadian farming. I like the scale. I've done small farming in FS.
Yeah.
And of course, this is kind of a small farm with what will be manageable acres in real life, but in game it's almost pushing it. Let me go get the truck.
Yeah, I find it funny, like how many guys go for, the biggest gear they can, right?
Yeah.
A guy will be in like a 30-acre field and he figures he needs a Borgo.
Oh, you mean FS? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, man, it's gonna take you longer to turn that thing around than it will to plant it with a 9 or a 10 meter.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, including the game developers. You can tell they've never been on real farms. They've never seen equipment, and not that they should use the smallest thing either. But
no, but I think the thing is like for the developers and I try to like cut them a little slack because obviously these companies they want their biggest and best in the game, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's an S790 or whatever, an Ideal.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh shit, I'm full.
I'm on my way. I'm taking a very long walk to the end of the field. Yeah. Well, the S790 in the game, like the machine is good, the wheels, I don't know exactly what happened there. Because they have banded duals, which doesn't make really much sense. Because I've never seen those on it, even in pictures. So of course a modder immediately fixed that. And even the Borgo, the big seated air seeder, I don't know what the model is, but they had banded duals too. We'll see. I know at some point someone is going to make a viable competitor. That will be, more challenge. Maybe not as fancy in some ways, but more of the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's such a tricky balance if you're a game dev, right? It's like, you know, the realism that somebody might want might make it too hard for other people to, you know, just pick up the game and play, right? So it's tough to balance that stuff, right?
It is definitely. But I'd like to see more of a game mode usage. You know, if you want to manually do stuff, you have to go to hard mode.
Yeah. Here, I'll take this to the one of the carts at the end there, and then instead of dumping into your trailer there.
I actually have plenty of room for that. That trailer is pretty big. Probably unrealistically so. Some of the capacities on these things are pretty funny. Yeah, the things I would improve are the breakdowns. Not that it should be constant, but there should
be a possibility.
Exactly. The physics too. I feel stuff drives way too much like golf carts. It should feel big and heavy. You know, I've driven. I don't claim to have much experience, but I've driven some fence stuff. I rode it a tractor once and a baler, a short race. I drove a combine a few times, and everything feels really heavy. And so when I come here, everything feels really light. It stops on a dime. You know, you don't get that bounce when you're going down the road. It's little stuff. It's lots of little stuff. And I think, you know, if they added some of that, maybe not all, but some of it, it would start to make, or mud, you know. The fact we have a farming simulator with no mud is just flabbergasting. Because we're working in dirt, and yet we never get stuck in there, you know. It's kind of there, but it isn't.
And the game has rain.
Exactly.
You know, to that point, the game has rain in it, but the only thing it does is stop you from threshing.
Exactly. It does not. The rain does not change the color of the road, and the road doesn't start to reflect light. There's no rain on the windshields. You know, little stuff, just little stuff. But I think at this point their focus is on kind of just dragging money out of it. And not really. They seem to not be developing as much in favor of just doing the bare minimum to keep it going.
Well, it's like an arcade game. It's not really a simulator.
Exactly. The word simulator, I think, they should take it off the game. It's doing them a disservice because it makes people expect one thing, and then you get another. I'll let you go first.
I'm just trying to figure this damn thing out.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, there we go.
It's kind of an arcade. It's kind of.
No, that is still not.
Lower your header. I mean, it looks like it's up. What they're doing.
Like for me, I play a lot of flight sim, and to me, that's a simulator.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And then that's another thing. Like I feel that if you play a farming simulator, you should learn some things about farming. Like if you play a flight sim, I don't know why this number is so fast. What's your speed?
Mine, I'm down to 5 right now.
Yeah, I'm running 4.
It's lugged down to 4 now. What the hell?
Probably because we're going uphill maybe a little bit. This combine experience, I think I'm going to take it up too. I don't think it really adds anything to the game.
It certainly doesn't help those of us who play on controllers.
Yeah.
I think about the only thing it does, you can't add a huge header to a small combine.
That's cool. But we wouldn't do that anyways, the way we play. So.
Right.
Yeah, I would like to see breakdowns. I'd like to see mud. I like when I rode a machine, I would like to have traffic going faster than the tractor and not slower. That doesn't make any sense at all.
I'd like to see.
You mean the 30 kilometers an hour down the highway?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not,
Which, by the way, I'm going to turn up, but when I turn it up, then we'll basically just be dodging missiles on the freeway because like it won't make them more realistic, it'll just make them slower. And yeah, it just stuff like that. I would like the clouds, like when it gets cloudy, I like to see clouds go all the way to the horizon, not that weird gap that's like right above the horizon, you know. I would like to see also volumetric clouds instead of whatever this is. Because, you know, I know, like going back to like you're saying, flight sim, I believe can't clouds cast shadows on fields? I think they can. And that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. And that should not lag the game out too much. It's just basically something in the sky that blocks out the light. You know, I like to see some flat tires, some plug filters. You can't finish a field in 5 minutes, you know, with like the way we're doing this, we have really tiny equipment, but I mean if we got big equipment we'd be done like an hour ago. You know,
oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, just turn it on and just drive in a straight line. So.
But I'd like to see the weather play a part.
Yes.
So you could have droughts. So you could have a drought or get too wet, too muddy, or
yeah, exactly.
So you could actually lose your crop.
Exactly. That's something I've kind of been talking about for a while. I want to be able to fail. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but like an ATS, if I run my truck off a bridge into a creek, like the load is damaged, the truck is damaged, I'm out money. If I drive my combine like off the edge of the map and reset it, it's good as new. Like, and I don't understand how that's possible because we have a maintenance system and it's not really affected by anything. Like you can drive into water, you know.
The caveat to that though, the physics would have to be a lot better.
Yes.
Because the way that you would, you know, you fucking pick up a pallet and it decides to flip your forklift.
Exactly.
Like,
yes.
A guy'd be pretty pissed if that caused damage to his tractor, right?
Oh no, I agree.
So there would have to be a lot more other things that they would have to do.
Yeah. And I think step one is just actually getting out of the office and going to a real farm. You know, the guy, I'm sure you've heard of the squad, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw, but he bought a real life farm and he's starting to farm like for real. Mm-hmm. That's the perfect opportunity. He's a huge farming sim guy. That's the perfect opportunity for them to basically hire him as a consultant and be like, hey, you started playing our game and now you're doing it for real. What can we improve?
Well, I think his dad's a farmer, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't really follow him that much, but I saw it and I'm like, this is cool. Like, it's a, of course it's a challenge, but it's something positive. And I'm sure he'd be willing to help make FS more like what he's experienced in real life. Used equipment, stuff stuck in the mud, breakdowns. And I don't think that's what they want. Which is why I do believe that if and when someone does discover this, to use a pun, this crop of customers, they're going to be in bad shape. Because there's a lot of people with a lot of time in this game, and if someone actually produced something that could get our attention, I think a lot of us would leave. Calvin Crops tried. And I don't know. I got it, I played it. It's terribly optimized and it doesn't look very pretty. But it does have some good things going for it.
Well, it's early stages for that one, right? From what I've seen.
That is true. Yes.
They've only got one tractor partner, 2 tractor partners.
They got Kloss before Giants, which was really impressive. Kloss is huge. At least in Europe they are.
In certain markets, they're really big.
Yeah.
Like in the forage harvester space, they're really big.
True. Yes.
And in the UK, in like their harvesters, they're pretty strong in harvesters as well.
Yeah.
But like what did I think? I think when I was looking them up, they're only a $3 billion a year company.
Okay. Yeah.
Only, right? Like,
yeah. Well, I thought Deere's number 1, right? And then
Deere's number 1.
CNH,
CNH is number 2.
Yeah.
CNH is $29 billion a year.
Okay.
So 10 times the size of Claus.
Yeah.
Deere is $55 billion a year, if I remember right. So they're the size of, like, Deere are the size of AGCO, Case New Holland, Claas, all combined.
Dang. Yeah.
I think AGCO, so all Massey Ferguson, all Fendt, everything, I think they're $19 billion. Okay. So like I say, even if you combine the 3 companies, they're not as big as Deere is.
Yeah. We sold AGCO and we sold Kloss. And I think at one time we had like a third of the combine market. But part of the reason for that is because at the time AGCO did not make a combine that could handle our kind of crop. Because we do a lot of grass seed. And so people were using the Lexions. And they liked them. We sold quite a few of them. But Deere is, of course, a huge player. AGCO, personal opinion, is a very strange company. Trying to run all those different brands on the same thing, it is so confusing. I've heard stories back when we were selling ag stuff. Someone would buy a swather for grass seed, and we didn't have a red head to go with it, so we just took the yellow head and painted it red and then called it a day. It's like, why do we make it in both colors as 2 different brands? It just, there's some stuff they do that I don't get.
Who, CNH or?
No, AGCO.
Oh, AGCO.
The way they piecemeal themselves. Do you want to buy a 350 horsepower tractor where you can buy a Fendt, a Challenger, or a Massey? It's like, well, they're literally almost the same. You know, it just, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they save their top shelf stuff for Fendt, right? That way they can, because that's where they're going to charge the premium for it.
Yeah.
It's a little like saying a Lexus and a Toyota are the same.
Yeah. No, I understand. I think they should phase out like Challenger wheeled tractors and just have Massey wheeled. You know, have.
Oh, I think they are.
Maybe they are. Yeah, I don't know.
Challenger's dead in Europe.
Really?
They're not even selling them anymore.
Interesting. Okay.
And kind of like, you know, Kloss did with their with all their harvesters, they got rid of the color scheme.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time they said that you know, the North American people would never accept the Kloss colors,
the white
so
and green,
they wanted to keep the cat colors, right?
Yeah.
So they wanted to keep that, but now they're saying, you know what, we don't need the relationship to cat anymore. And I think Agco is kind of saying the same thing with Challenger. They're saying, really, we don't need that anymore between Massey and Fendt.
Yeah.
We can cover all this. You know, maybe the MT900 series that are kind of a standalone specialty unit, but
yeah.
What do you need a 600 for?
Yeah, definitely.
And both Massey and Fendt both have tractor in that line, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and they're not really that popular, even when they were, you know, produced. I mean, people know the Challenger for the track tractor.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting. But with Cat getting rid of, you know, I mean, they used to have Cat engines in the Lexions. They don't have those anymore, so there's really no reason to make it yellow. It's just kind of an ode to the past.
Yeah, well, they aren't anymore, right?
Yeah,
exactly. They're getting rid of them.
And I've seen the new 8000 series. It's a nice looking machine. I sadly never got to see one run because that's about when we sold, which I was really bummed at because I'm the company photographer, and so I would get to go out, you know, see the stuff work, like, you know, in the fall and stuff. And just as they were bringing in the new generation white and green ones, that's when they sold it off. I was like, dang it, I wanted to see those work.
Yeah.
It's an interesting business. See, the trend I'm seeing from now, a much greater distance, is everyone's going for more horsepower. You know, 620 is becoming like the base for anything big. So we'll see how far people push it. I was telling a friend of mine, like, I wonder one of these days
we're gonna have a row of shame here.
What happened?
Oh no, just at the end.
The big bud. I wonder if the big bud will become. I'm sure they won't produce them again, but like in terms of like just the absolute unit of a tractor, I wonder if that would become feasible at some point with the size of these implements.
Well, you go over to some places they are, right? I mean, when I was touring the Case New Holland plant where they're making their air seeders and that, in Saskatoon, and the guy was telling me, like, a lot of their equipment, they can't even sell it in North America because our emission standards, you're not you can't run the size of tractors that are needed. Nobody sells those tractors here, so they can only sell them in places like Belarus and Ukraine and stuff like that, right? They're biggest seeders because they don't have the same standards, right?
Yeah.
And like one of my clients, they made another big air cart, and kind of same deal. The thing empty, they needed a quad track 620 to pull it out of their plant.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And
But they were telling me, like, you go to some of these places, they'll hitch up a pair of big versatiles or something like that to it, right, and drag this thing.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy. Well, I know the new what is it, 1167 MT, the Fendt.
Yep. Yep.
That's pushing 700, right?
Yes, 690 something, I think. Yeah.
So that's like, that has to be like the top horsepower out there.
But it's only a 2-track. It doesn't have the weight.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Because like to push some of these big, whether you're looking at like a Seed, you know, the big Seed Hawk or or the Borgo or any of these other like real big ones.
Yeah.
You need 60,000 pound, 65,000 pound tractors for these things, right?
Yeah. And I'm assuming ballast won't help that out. I mean, I know.
Well, you can ballast them up, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know people talked about that when the 1050 came out. They were like, "How are you going to get all that power to the ground?" Some people seem to have. It's probably a challenge.
Well, like I know if you watch that Mike Mitchell, and he's getting rid of his 1050.
Really?
Because it can't even. He put it on an 84 foot. I think Borgo.
Yeah.
It won't do it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Which is one of the smaller Borgos, right?
Yeah. How many of those 100-foots are out there?
There's a few. I think they go up to 120, 130 foot, or they're big ones.
Wow. That's just insane to me. That is a massive piece of equipment. But I guess if you have 40,000 acres, it would make sense. Yeah.
It's funny. I thought you're talking about like Challenger and that, right? And
yeah.
kind of their place in the market and stuff. And I thought it was funny that who built the Ideal 10?
That's AGCO, but they split it between all three, I think.
No, but I mean the like the mod.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember who produced the mod. I mean, beautiful mod, right?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I don't know actually.
So he put the Challenger version in.
Okay.
And there's only 3 of them in the world.
Really?
Because they only made them for specific customers that just refused to accept a Massey or a Fendt version. They had a couple of big customers that they were kind of testing them with.
That's
had to have the Challenger, so they only made it for like 3 guys, or well, 3 units. They might have even gone to the same guy.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's just a sticker, at this point at least.
Well, in those cases, yeah. I mean, they all get made at the same factory in Italy.
Yeah. What have you heard about them? I heard they were having issues coming out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the stuff that I've seen, the only guy that I've seen really run them is basically that YouTuber.
Yeah.
You know, Mike Mitchell. He's got 6 of them.
Yeah.
And he's had problems with them, but they got a good warranty on them, right? So
yeah, Fendt does have a good warranty.
You know, it's kind of like if you're a company like that and you're trying to break into a space or really capture market share, you gotta do it on that. It's like Suzuki. You know, they did that 10-year friggin', you know, unlimited mileage warranty, right?
Yeah.
But that's what bankrupted them as a company, because their cars were breaking down often enough they needed it.
Oops. Oh man. I guess they don't exist anymore, right? When did they go out of
Very
business?
few. Well, I think they're still around, but
just in Asia and stuff. Yeah, interesting. You know,
I'll come cart for you guys here. Keep you guys running.
Thank you. Yeah, we're almost there. We got about... Yeah, I think this strip is like 3 more passes. And yours is
Wagon here.
maybe 6 or 10.
I pull up near ditch here and I start lagging.
Yeah, no, I think farming equipment is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, this is what got me into the game is the gear and getting to see all this stuff that you know. I've been to the factories. I've been to, you know, in some cases, like I say, know the owners of the companies that actually make this stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but to actually get to see it's pretty cool.
Definitely.
My son used to watch, I think, the squad videos on YouTube before I was ever playing the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the hell would play that? You know, and now I basically bought a brand new PC, and the main thing, other than my work from home stuff, the main thing I do with it is friggin' play Farming Sim.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
So how often do you guys get onto the Deddy server?
I'm on typically only weekends. It's open to like our regular group every day, but they really don't play too much. Almost been around here.
Yep. I got lots of room.
I've been playing a lot of GTA. I don't know if you checked out the channels in the group, but we play as cops on... We've been playing on weekends, but we started playing on the weekdays too.
Okay.
So GTA has GTA Online, which is like Rockstar's own multiplayer, and then 5M is like a separate thing, and it allows you to have mods and do stuff. So we got custom police cars and body armor and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
So that's a significant amount of my time, and then I have ATS that I play quite a bit, and I also have ETS too, but I don't play it as much. I actually kind of like it more than ATS, but some of these games I play more for the channel than I do for myself. So because I've been around in the American community for so long, the ETS stuff doesn't do so well. So I've been playing that on Twitch. And then various other games. I have like probably at least a dozen in Steam, and then at least one in Epic Games. I have SnowRunner. Which if the people who make SnowRunner made a farming sim, it would be pretty awesome. Probably
they're the same publisher, right? But not the same.
It used to be. I believe they split off now. So Focus Home Interactive.
Yeah.
They split from.
Yeah, I know Giant said they're going to self-publish the next one, right?
Yeah. Which we shall see how that goes. I think Giants is an interesting company.
They're not as big as I think a lot of people think, you know?
No, they aren't at all.
I think they got 20 staff or something.
It's a pretty small team, yeah. We will see.
I know I was kind of looking into them because you get some of the people posting stuff on like Reddit or whatever, YouTube, and they've got no idea about business, right? I was looking, I was like, Jesus, just one of my regions is twice the size of Giants as a company.
Yeah. That is one of the issues of the internet.
Well, yeah, especially with like video games, a lot of because of the people who often play them, right? They don't know, right?
No.
They don't know business. They've never been involved in it. They've never.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
They think, oh, it's a video game company, must be huge. It's like, no, not really.
The one game I'm playing right now, or going to play, I haven't played it yet. The game I'm going to play is literally made by one guy. He does everything.
Oh yeah.
Lumberjacks then, yeah.
Okay. I think I've seen the.
Yeah. He's a one-man show.
Well, and I don't think like NMC, who are doing that Bergsbruck, that's
like 4
they're not a very big team either, right?
It's like 4 people. People are trying to kind of lobby to get me on their testing team. I don't know if it's going to happen. I would love to help them test it. I guess it would just depend on the commitment they want. It's an interesting game. I think it has a lot of potential. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Recyclable dirt everywhere is something that is pretty incredible. Like the potential of it. But I'm sure you've heard of City Skylines. Like they could,
yeah.
Yeah, they could kind of implement more of the after the building phase. Like you could literally start with a forest and end up with a town and have built everything. And that would just be pretty awesome.
How full are you, ditch?
Just about empty.
You just about empty? Oh yeah, there you are. Here, I'll empty you out there, serious, and then I'll hop over to the next, back to that combine, get it out of the way for you guys, because you'll probably want to hit that row.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Because this pass here, is Ditch going to get all of that?
I think he should.
These augers, I got to get way too close.
Yeah. A little bit short. Off top.
You gonna take that pass serious?
I don't have a bad ping, I don't think.
I can, yeah. I can do it. We are at 74% done, and we're almost done with this.
So you don't do the DJ Goham thing, turn on collect straw on contracts and go nuts?
No. DJ is a fun girl. I am not a fan of his playing style, but
no,
he's got a lot of followers, that's for sure. I think it's oh, go ahead, sorry.
No. All I was gonna say is I think I can't stand watching his play style either.
Yeah.
Just his his news stuff and the mod stuff. I mean, the relationship he has with a lot of the modders is good. Although I find, you know, some of the modders that he does really well with, or maybe some of the lower grade guys, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of some of these Brazilian guys, right? Like,
some of their stuff is, it's a little bit lackluster, that's for sure. Even though technically custom modding is Brazilian, and they've done a really good job with their stuff.
yeah. Well, I'm thinking like specifically the guys like, you know, that Farm Central Soul, and I mean, some of them do some good stuff, but I don't think I've downloaded one of their mods that wasn't like somewhat broken at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
I really wanted to like their STS combine, but it would be broken down halfway through a 20-acre field. You'd have to repair the damn thing.
Yeah. That you actually can adjust, but then you shouldn't have to.
Well, you can if you're playing on PC.
Exactly.
But when I found that was when I was still on console, right?
Yeah.
And so for a console player, like, you got no way of fixing that.
Yeah. No, that would really stink. Sid stuff, to me, is some of the better, older stuff.
The 9600, 9650 and that,
Yeah. The 9600 series, to me, is... And I'm not in any way an expert on old equipment, but it's just an iconic machine. And so, the fact it took... You know, if FS is starting in 08, that's over a decade. To get that iconic of a machine into the game is pretty sad, considering how much stuff people have made. There was one before that was okay, but his is the first really good one. And then 2388, we had the really old one from Nogstead, but that's, what, FS 2011, I think? You know, so Quesarias is supposed to be releasing his own. But I don't know how long that's going to take.
Yeah, I tried to use it CNH's 2388. It doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't cooperate with Courseplay.
Probably doesn't, yeah. For Courseplay to work, you got to have i3D mapping in the XML. And I know from the stuff I've done, I never do that. So if he didn't do that, it would not work.
It would get to 47 liters of crop.
Yeah.
Basically drop your header, and it'd say it has to be unloaded. It would just stop.
Now that might be something else, I don't know. Because I think the i3D mapping thing, if it doesn't have that, it won't work at all. I don't think I have really... I think I've used Courseplay like once. In 19.
Oh, yeah?
I almost never use it. I use the, what's the one called? It's like an advanced tired worker that will make it like go around corners and stuff. I use that a little bit, and then I've used just the normal worker.
Yeah, okay.
But I really... At this point, I don't really play FS at all, other than on the server. But even when I did play, I really rarely I rarely farm that much. I do a lot of non-farming stuff. Logging and mining. Construction and stuff. Hey Harmony, thank you. Good to see you around. But yeah, over the next I'm still deciding if I'm going to get the next FS, if there is one. I might, I don't know. If I get it, it'll be for the channel, just so I can talk about it. But I don't know if I want to spend the money. If it's a $50 game or whatever it's going to be, I don't know if I want to spend that just to complain.
I'll end up getting it for sure.
Yeah.
I ended up I started playing it actually on Stadia.
Ah. Okay.
When it was you know, free for Stadia premium members and that, right?
Okay.
And then that's what got me started on it.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
And then so bought premium on there, and then ended up enjoying that. Ended up getting premium on my PlayStation, and then, like I say, now I basically bought a PC and friggin' got premium on that too.
Yeah. So. Well, we're doing all right. We got about I don't know, a few acres left. Ooh. I'm gonna probably hop off for that. But probably next week we'll swath our canola and start cutting. Is that truck full?
Just about.
Okay.
It's got 3% left.
Let me, I was trying to, you took it just as I was coming.
Yank the tractor trailer up. There's the...
Is that it?
There, it's full.
Okay. $77. Are you bringing the semi up, or do you want me to do it?
What's that?
Is someone bringing the semi up, or do you want me to do it?
I'm almost back to it here.
Okay.
So
I still got a little bit of space. Alrighty. Yep, you have a good night, buddy. I'm probably going to stop this stream here in a couple minutes. It is almost 10 o'clock. Wow. Time. Another thing I'd like to see is the ability to overflow the grain. I know it's not best practices, but it would be nice to be able to go past 100%.
oh yeah. think my combine ought to be out of your way enough there, eh?
Yeah, you should be good. These headers have no collision, so we can drive through each other, sadly.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to make it to you. I'm only got 12% left.
Well, here, I'll run this cart over and then come back for the truck.
Okay.
So you're streaming, or?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a separate voice chat, I'm assuming, though?
No. They hear everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Couple people watching now. It comes and goes. Sometimes we have more, just depends on what I'm doing. So, I tend to stream the multiplayer because it's kind of a way of advertising. To get more people to come and stuff. And it actually has, at least for the 5 inch left, we've gotten at least one of our regular players. Oh.
I'm right here. Is Ditch karting now? Like, is he running a truck to the...
Running a truck.
Okay. I gotta get used to this shuttle thing here.
You can turn it off if you want, just control it first. But it is kind of helpful if you want to use your full brake without going backwards. If I'm using the wheel, it kind of is helpful for that. The most people I've ever had watching, it was just me and Iron, my other admin. We were playing GTA one day. And I looked down at because I have my phone with the stream going so I could see the chat and stuff. And it said it was like 250 people were watching. And I have never figured out exactly what really happened. Because they were there.
What the hell did you do to get 250 people?
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes, or 3 to 5 minutes. It was like just this massive crowd. And then they just all disappeared. It went back to like 2 or 5. So. But normal streams, during the stream I get on YouTube 5 to 10. On Twitch 3 to 5. And then it's the after the fact views that really help. I have a few streams that are, in the few thousand range.
Nice.
But yeah. I did just a discussion one once, and that one had 60 people watching. But that was pretty rare, and not something that I do very frequently.
If I can fill this semi here, what I'll do is drop the cart here at the back of the field for you.
Okay.
And then I'll run another truck up to I'll run this truck up to the sell point.
Okay.
And then I'll probably have to bounce off here.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'll set her down up here in the headland out of your way.
Okay. We almost finished.
Shows 80%.
That's the weird thing about the contracts. You really don't have to finish. You just have to, like, close. But yeah, we'll be back.
That messed me up actually.
Yeah.
Going back when my first time doing a contract on PC, I was using the Better Contracts mod.
Okay.
And I took 20 baling contracts at once.
Oh, nice.
So it was fulfilling all of the bales for all the different contracts before I'd even cut the grass. But then so don't do that, because then there was 5 contracts that I actually lost because I couldn't it wouldn't allow me to mow them. It glitched out because I had already delivered all the bales for all these contracts.
Weird. I see what you're saying.
Ditch needed a Tim Hortons break here.
I don't know, my internet's acting up again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a little weavy here. Oh, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip.
That field entrance is terrible.
No, I decided to try to weave around a car going about 90 here.
Hey, Lone Wolf. Okay, yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, if we cut all the grain and sell it after 100%, we start to receive the profit. It's kind of a bug, but it is kind of a perk, yeah. Cool, what kind of side-by-side? I think I'm going to stop the stream at 10, and then if you guys want to hop off, I'll hop off too. Because this is not a one-man job. It really isn't a two-man job. We need like 2 more people. Ooh. Nice. That's pretty sweet. Is that a four-seater? Let me grab you on the way when I buy. What's in there? You need the cart ditch?
No, I don't. I dumped at the end.
Okay. Cool. Nice. That's cool, man. That's great. Yeah, side by side they're a lot of fun. I think I'm going to end the stream here. It's 10 o'clock. I've had it like at least 3 hours. I will see you guys later.